There are 3 subtle time waster red flags that even experienced workers often miss. So if you felt something was off with an inquiry but you couldn't really put your finger on it, this is probably why. Number 1, not answering questions. Imagine you were running a hair salon, a client calls to book, but won't answer any of your questions. Not inspiring, right? So the trick here is that you have to lead the dynamic by asking one question at a time. If you overload a message with too many questions or too much information, you actually create a dynamic where clients won't answer, and then you have to tolerate it because you've created that. So instead, ask your questions one by one sequentially, and do not move forward until they answer the one you just asked. This trains the dynamic to be clear, cooperative, and it makes it efficient for you from the start. Number 2 is status signaling. If someone opens their message to you with how rich, successful, or how otherwise important they are, this is a red flag. Genuine clients focus on the experience they want to book, not providing a resume of personal achievements. Ironically, the men who lead with "look how successful I am" are usually broke or bargain hunters. So here's how you want to handle it if it does happen. Acknowledge it politely, but then immediately steer the conversation toward practical next steps. If they ignore you, don't answer the questions, revert to point 1, or loop back to bragging, then they're probably time wasters. Number 3, leading with high value booking requests. When a first message opens with a booking experience for 10 grand, it's almost always a red flag, I'm sorry. Not because those bookings don't happen, they do, but usually after trust has been built over time. High spending clients tend to start small, like with an hour, then increase their spend once they've met you and they know you're the real deal. Once I say that, that's obvious. Imagine you were in their situation. Would you spend 10 grand on an experience the first time, or would you dip your toe in the water and spend 1 grand? It's pretty obvious what most people would do. One of my mentees did secure a $12,500 booking with a brand new client, but it only happened after a month of regular communication and slowly upselling from a 2-hour meet. So when someone leads with a fantasy level booking, not always, but often, it's just not real. What I will do is I will respond with warmth and then structure. I'll say, "John, that sounds so exciting. I'd love to create that experience with you. Just so we're aligned, the fee for that booking is X dollars, and I do ask for an X percentage deposit in the next few steps to secure our time together. Is that something you're going to be comfortable with?" So you're not asking for payment yet, you're just setting the expectation early, and you're letting them know you're going to be asking for it soon. And if they say anything other than yes, you want to move on. If they do say yes, make sure you avoid detail completely in early conversation. You want to keep it practical, enthusiastic of course, and professional, but you don't want to feed a fantasy that was never going to pay, which is often what's happening when clients lead with this kind of request. They're trying to get free basically, and they're using big ticket funds to hook you in and encourage you to do it. These red flags can sometimes be subtle, but if you learn to spot them early, it'll save you hours of unpaid emotional labor.